Hey guys, welcome to YouTube series of data science and machine learning. So we were learning Python, and today we are going to learn about files, file opening and closing. So let's start. Uh, we use files as when we shut down a computer, there is some loss of memory. Okay, so files are used to prevent it. So how we open a file is we have a file name dm.text, and it is a text type. We just write open in front of with brackets and then in curly braces the name of the file. Okay, this is the syntax. And f, we are storing it in a variable called f. There are multiple things we can do with a file. We can read a file, write a file, uh, we can open a file for exclusive creation, we can append, and whatever these are many things we can do. Okay, so binary mode, file for updating. Okay, so how we do it is we just open a file. Now we have opened it. We again write open dm text, and with comma we give it another parameter in curly brace r, small r. Okay, so this means we want to write in a file, sorry, read in a file. And when we do w, that means we want to write in a file. Okay, so uh, we have just not wait, we have not created or written something in this file, so this file is not readable. Okay, so this will give an error, so let me comment it. Now this, we have read we this file is open and there is nothing to read in it. Okay, so okay, this is just a syntax of opening a file, reading and writing a file. Okay, and now once we have opened a file, let's say example.txt, we have opened it. Now we have to close it also, and we do it by this f dot close and braces. Okay, closing will free up resources and were tied with the file and is done using close method. Okay, so close is just this. So next is try and finally. So just like if and else, there is something called try, and finally is these both are other things. These can be used separately also, just like in if and else. But don't confuse it. There is no relation with if and else and try and finally. Try and finally are just two different things. So we try f to open file this, and we perform some operation, whatever we want to write or read anything, and then finally close it. At the end of the code it will close it. Okay, finally, by using finally. Now writing to a file. Writing to a file is pretty easy, and we open a file with a w, and we just write f dot write and write something in it. Similarly, in another line we also write something, and f dot close, then we close the file. Okay, so this is written, no error is there. So this will create a test file of text. Okay, if it does not exist, if it does exist, it is overwritten. Okay, and this is simply we have written it, and now we want to read it. So reading a file is also simply just we write r instead of w. Once we wrote in it, then we use r to read in it. Similarly, if we can use indexing of a word, indexing till a word, so we use index till 4, so this is printed. Okay, now f10, f10 just means we have read till 4. Now f10 will start from this phase. Okay, now up to 10th index will be printed from this, as this is already we have read it. Okay, so now this will be printed as if we use 10 as an index. Now f dot tell means it just tells how many index we have read, or sorry, method returns our current position. Sorry, f dot tell returns our current position. It means when we read 4, our current location was 4 at the end of s. From s we read 10 more words. Okay, so now our current location is at s of first and at 14th index. So okay, so and f dot seek 0 means it will seek to 0th index. We can seek it to any index we like, 1 2 3 4 blah blah blah, any index. Okay, so now f dot read, this just read, no, this just prints the lines in the file. Okay, this again do the same with for loop. It just goes to 0 for line f, and you can learn it. Okay, it's easy. Just we are giving line in f, and it will print line, it will print both the lines. Okay, and now we are opening another file, reading it. The read line, it just prints a line. Now the cursor is at end of this line, then when we again use this function, it will bring out another line. And when we use another time, there is no such more lines like this, so it will just print empty line. Okay, you can do it all the way. Now whenever you go to the end of the line, you have to again seek it to 0 if you want to start it from first. Okay, and then we read lines, not line. Okay, so it will print both the lines, whatever both the lines, or whatever how many lines you have in your file, it will read all of them. Now os is a module in your Python script. Okay, we are importing it. What it does is it has various functions like rename or remove. Okay, we'll discuss more. So what we rename is rename test.txt with sample.txt. Now test.txt is known as sample.txt, and we read it. So this is what the test.txt contains, and sample.txt has the same thing. So sample will print also this only. And deleting a file is just a dot remove statement. Okay, we just dot remove, and whichever file we want to delete, we just use the name. Now sample.txt.r read line, as we have deleted this, sample.txt is nothing, so it will give an error. Okay, sample no such file or dictionary, this is the error. Okay, file not found error, easy. Now we are again importing os and get cwd. Cw is changing dictionary. Cd stands for change dictionary in your terminal if you are using Linux or something, but here cwd just gives your path where you have stored it. Okay, we get the present working dictionary using get cwd method. Okay, method returns current working dictionary in the form of string, gives you the current working dictionary path or something. Now cdir, if you are using Linux, you must have tried something like cd in your terminal, which change directory. In this Python or Jupyter notebook, cdir does the same. It changes the dictionary which you are using. Okay, you can give it the dictionary which you want to use, or which folder, which path of the folder which you want to use, you can give it here, and it will go to there only. Okay, you can see that users dot, okay, it is not, okay, there is no folder such as in my computer, so it will not work. But if you have some folder, you can try changing the dictionary and everything. Now list dir gives all the known just dictionary in my computer or in my folder of Jupyter Notebook. Wait, okay. In Jupyter Notebook, I have this folder in which these all dictionaries are present. Sorry, where it is? Sorry, these all dictionaries are present, or folders are present, whatever you say. So by this function, you can get all this list dir dot os dot get cwd. It's easy. Now, sorry, we can make new dictionary using mkdir method. Okay, so new dictionary creating is pretty easy. Dot test, I think it's giving error because we have to dot text also. Okay, so there is no error. This dictionary is created by mkdir. Okay, by using mkdir function. Now let me change it. Okay. Okay. Okay, so file already exists, so it will not create another file. Now, uh, by using rmdir method can only remove empty dictionaries. Okay, if this dictionary is empty, it will remove it. And now we are importing Shutil. Shutil is Shutil is another package. Oh, sorry, module in Python. Now we are using OS mkdir test and changing the dictionary and simple codes of line. It's nothing much to explain here. And we are opening a file, writing in it hello world, changing the dictionary again, and if it is empty, we are removing it. And we are getting an error as the dictionary is not empty. So it is not it. This gives an error. Okay. So so it will not remove anything. Obviously, that's why an error. There is Mm, there's no such error in writing or reading the file. The hello world is written in the file. There is no problem in it. Okay. Okay. Now, we try to remove any non-empty dictionary. Okay. So we have to give a non-empty dictionary, obviously. Sorry, directory, and we use util.rm3 to remove it. But this does not exist. It is showing. So let me try. This is invalid. So it just needs, I think, test. Okay. So this is a non-empty dictionary, and we give a name of test, which is a file which we have just created by this mkdir. Okay, and now we are removing it, so it is removed. And by get cwd we get its path. Okay, so this is it. If you have any doubts, do comment in comment section. And there was not much to explain in this opening and closing. Opening and closing was explained, but these functions you can try it and learn it yourself. It's just easy. So okay, but also if you have any doubt, do comment in comment section. And thank